have just with us, just a very basic question. Somebody who's just starting with the real estate, you know how the industry is. It's like in one interest rate went 1% up. So what will be your advice to real estate agent who is just starting, coming out of the Humber College or whatever, any degree or college, they don't have any experience. What will be your 2 cents for them?
Well, look, I think you said the magic word that they don't have experience. So
Yes.
it's actually quite easy for me. Go get that experience. Join a team. Get to a brokerage that actually is going to spend a lot of time holding your hand through the process. Because look, you and I know we have a lot of experience in this business. That
Yes.
what you learned and like 100%, I'm not trying to knock what OREA does, the Ontario Real Estate Association. They do a great job.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, when you actually get into the business, it's completely different. Like, they didn't teach you how to get business. They didn't teach you how to actually deal with a client, how to provide wow service. What they did teach you is so that you don't get sued and that you protect your clients, which is very important.
Yeah.
So as a new agent, first and foremost, don't worry about the commission splits, guys. I've been doing this for 17 years, and the number one thing I hear is, what's going to be my commission split? At the end, at the start, who cares?
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
even if you had to be at a 50-50 split, really? Even if you had to work for free,
Yes.
if you can learn from someone like yourself that is not only doing the business, doing deals, but you're actually doing something different. I mean, you've got a videographer following you. We're in 2022. Producing content is very, very important. Now, you're a good-looking guy. It's easy for you to do it in terms of the camera, but maybe somebody...
Not as good looking
Yeah.
as you.
The check's in the mail. I appreciate that. But like, maybe you're more comfortable doing audio. Maybe you're comfortable writing. And so you have to produce some type of content
Yes.
on top of getting that experience. And that only happens by joining a team that's actually doing it at a very, very high level. Now, one little thing I would tell, like the tidbit that I would give people
Yes.
when you're joining a team, don't go to get, go to give.
Give,
What does
that's
that mean?
important.
Well, if you're going to come in and try to join Mandeep's team, and what you want to do is have a conversation with him and say, hey, Mandeep, look, can I go put up your lock boxes? Hey, you know when you're going to go print stuff, can I go print that for you? Can I go pick up your calls and confirm your appointments? All the stuff that someone like him probably shouldn't be doing anyways because he's too busy. And so take off that work off of his plate, because I got a little secret. As you do that, he is going to want to give back to you even more. So go to give, not to get, because over time, karma will do its thing and give back to you.
That's very valid question. So I just want to add here one little thing, right? It's better to do one thing 100 times that rather than doing 100 things one time, right?
100%.
I think you agree to that, right? Just be an expert in one thing.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I mean, and in terms of being an expert as a salesperson, as a real estate agent, you need to be an expert on negotiations, market values, how to list a property, make sure you don't get, your client in trouble. But I actually think when you're starting out, and we can agree to disagree, and anybody who's watching can agree to disagree, is I actually think as a new agent, you should do everything. Because you know what I hear sometimes from real estate agents? I'm only going to do pre-con. Because their friend in the business is doing 20, 30 deals, and they're making a lot of money, and I get it. It's sexy. It looks really good. However, how do you know if you're going to not like commercial real estate?
Yes.
Or investment real estate. Or you might like only working with first-time home buyers. The only way to really know that is if you actually try out all those things, and then you can become an expert. As a new agent, I'm sorry, you just don't know enough to make that decision at the start.
That's like 2 cents from our expert, just Takhar, right? I really like that. The way you are motivating and how much you are doing for the community, it's. I think you are doing it from more than 17 years, right?
Yeah.
So grateful. So that's the theory. You need to learn from the experience. I really agree. It's a 2 cents. And as we discuss, open to anything, whatever comes your way, right? Even you're putting an open house sign, you're learning from there, right?
And look, a client calls you and says, help me with an industrial plaza, help me with a commercial building. You don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
That's fine, you know that. But you can call another agent and say, Mr. and Mrs. Agent, would you help me like put this deal together? And I'm okay to do it at a 50-50 split. In fact, to my point earlier, I'm actually even okay if you just let me watch. See, sometimes what we think is that currency is only dealt with in money. But when you're starting out, really the currency should be you're learning. Like if someone that is an expert at it, like a commercial real estate agent, client calls you to do a commercial deal, and that agent is allowing you to watch, to be a fly on the wall, see you put the actual deal together, what you should be is so thankful that you're able to learn it, because then the next time someone calls you, you're going to be able to call that same agent, and maybe at that time, because you know a little bit more, you could do it at 50-50. The third time, it's going to be 75. You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Like, that's how you're going to get experience over time. See, when I got started, I think the best thing that happened to me is that I met a mentor. Funny enough, it was literally like 5 minutes away from where we're standing right now.
Oh, is it?
Right, like 5 minutes away. It was actually at a conference similar to this. It's very interesting how my world has come kind of full circle 17 years later. That when I met him, I told him right away, because I came from car sales. And car sales, the commission is 20% to the salesperson, 80% to the car dealership owner.
Oh.
So when he said to me, everything you do, even if your brother buys a house, is on 50-50, I thought, I was like, oh my God, like I'm robbing him. I'm getting 50% now. So my mindset was like, look, I'm willing to clean your toilets, man. If you can't get to the table,
Yes.
go get coffees for the table. Because if you can be a fly on the wall, if you can actually just learn and immerse yourself. I said it to somebody earlier today. If somebody wanted to learn how to speak Punjabi, the best thing for them to do is go to Punjab.
Yeah.
Because in Punjab, Punjabi boli jani
Yeah, that's
every
all.
single day, you're talking it, you're listening to it, you're going to learn the language a lot faster than actually picking up a CD from Rosetta Stone. And I don't mean to like knock Rosetta Stone, but it's going to happen by you immersing yourself. And so that's why I always say, just get to the table, get in the room, listen to the conversations of someone like Mandeep. He's doing it at a high level. So why wouldn't you want to learn? 17 years. I do a lot of business. I still want to learn from this guy. Like when you come to mastery, I think that what that really means is you come to realize how much more you have to actually learn.
Okay, good, right? So we have to pause here. Actually, we are just in the event, and the event is just about to start. So Jas will continue there. Do follow Mr. Jas. I will share the links in the description. Thanks again. Just one thing, right? I just want to add one thing, right? If people know their job, we'll talk about that in the presentation also. If somebody knows their job, they will never be jobless. Irrespective of the market condition, it goes up, down. That's like a heartbeat. But if you know what you're doing, nobody can beat you, and you'll be successful.
And really quickly, look, the best way to make sure that you always earn an income, just to add to your point, and I completely agree with you, is just add more value.
Value, right?
Money will always follow you,
right? Yeah.
because whoever adds more value to the marketplace, their income is determined by the amount of value that they're actually bringing.
Makes sense. Okay, thank you guys. Now we'll follow in our conference.
I love
Thank
that.
you, right? Thanks, Just, right?
Thank
Thanks,
you
Mani.
so
Thank you,
much.
right?
Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
People are waiting,
All
actually,
right,
right?
let's
Let's,
do
right?
it.
Yeah, that's it.